So in the last video, we discussed on how to create a custom Angular component and how to use that in the application. It involved 3 steps. First, the creation of component. Second, registration of the component in the app module so that Angular knows which component to load. And the last one, using the component in the HTML file. So we are using here the component in the HTML file. In this video, we will see the alternative way of creating a custom component using the command line interface. We will also see how to nest the components in the application. So using the command line interface, just let's open one more terminal here. Now just go to put the command ng generate component and then the component name. For example, in the last class we had checked the backend. In this video we will create backends. The short form you can use is ng g for generate, c for component, and the backends. Just hit enter. You can see it created backends.component.css, backends.component.html, the 4 files it created. See the backends folder. It created 4 folders: component.css, component.html, component. This is the testing file, this is the ts file. Now let's check the second process. This is the first step of creating the components. The second is its registration in the app module. Let's check. You can see this backends component has been automatically registered and it has been imported from this backends.component package. So this is automatically done using this. So you can see the third command. You can see this command. When you go up, let's see, it updated the app module with all these files. Now you can see in the declarations array it contains the backends component. Now let's check how to use that. The third part is to use this component, the backends component. Now you can see this is the TypeScript file. It created one export class with the backends component, and it includes the selector, that is the unique name of this component, which we can use in the HTML file to call this component. And there is a corresponding this HTML file that we have. So now what we're gonna do, just remove this file. We had one component already created. This is the backend component. Now we are going to use this backend component. Just copy this, go here, just call it 2 times, save it, and in the root component just call backends, save it. I'm going to save the whole file. Let's refresh it. Okay, let's start the server again. Let's stop the server, go here, it compiled successfully, so there is no error in code. Control C, again start the server. So what exactly we are doing, we created one new component with the name backends. In this backend we are calling the older component that we had created. So this is called as nesting. In one component we are calling another components, and this component is getting called in the root component, app backends. It's compiling, it will take some time, and then we can see it will reflect on the browser. It will render all those components. So the output must contain, this is the basic application, and it should render I am the backend component 2 times, because we are calling this in the HTML file 2 times, this app backend. So it's almost compiling, 93% done. let's wait it compiles successfully. You can see the output. I am the backend component. So because we are calling this 2 times inside this new component file, the HTML file, so it will read 2 times this app backend, which is here. I am the backend component, and it will browse on this application. When you inspect this, just go there. Now you can see, go to body, app root. In this app root, we are calling the app backends. Now in the code you can see, in this app root we are calling this app backend, which is the backends. You can see this one, and inside this we are calling this app backend 2 times. So when you expand this component, you will see app backend has been called 2 times. So this is called as nesting. So now we can create component using command line interface here. So this is very easy as compared to the first one, the manual creation. We need to register there in the app module. So now we have registered our custom component to use this component, right? Now in the next video we will see the component templates and the component styles.